Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is John and this is your Modern Tech Breakdown. Today I am looking at the latest news from everybody's favorite bureaucrats, the European Union, and the latest way that they are attacking Apple. Let's jump into it. So I have a short article here from the Wall Street Journal, and in the article the author states that the European Union is going to begin a process to give Apple specifications on how they can comply with its new rules related to iOS and iPad. This process seems to be focused on interoperability of smartwatches and headphones and something to do with developer requests. That part was a little vague. I'm not sure what that was. So this is what the European Union is working on: interoperability of headphones and watches. I'm glad they have their eye on the important things. All right, enough sarcasm. Let's break this down a little bit. First off, I do find it interesting that the EU claims that Apple must comply with these rules, but yet there's a process starting to define the rules so that Apple can comply with them. So like, do the rules exist or do they not? It's a very odd situation. It sounds like the regulations passed by the EU are so vague that a committee must be formed to figure out the details. I'll remind folks that a camel is a horse designed by committee, and committees don't often come up with great designs. Second, just to make the point that committees, and the EU in particular, shouldn't really be trusted to design anything, I'll remind you that the EU is responsible for coming up with GDPR, which gave us all these wonderful cookie consent banners on every single website. I despise these things with the intensity of 1,000 suns. The EU also brought us the CrowdStrike incident a few months ago. If you recall, it came out that the EU mandated that Microsoft provide kernel access to companies like CrowdStrike, and that kernel access is the primary reason why the bug in the CrowdStrike app took down so many Windows systems. So now these same geniuses are going to be doing the same thing to Apple. I can't wait to see what they cook up. I'm sure it's going to be excellent. And lastly, Apple has made a ton of money from the iPhone, and they've closed off their ecosystem and they've enriched themselves as a result. I do hate to see European bureaucrats run amok like this, but I don't have a ton of sympathy for Apple. They've unnecessarily closed off iOS, and it does limit user choice. I just hope Apple can navigate this situation without mangling the user experience like we've seen in the past. I'm not holding my breath on that, but I guess we'll find out in a few years what they draw up. But that's about it for this topic. As always, thanks for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch you next time.